Just look at those West Texas cattle. You know what's happened to the price of beef? Up 20% just last year. The price of grain surged in November, up 30% from the year before. We can blame inflation for a lot of this mess. It's everywhere. And now it's apparently hit Texas Tech University. We're not talking about tuition, even though it's up almost 72% in the last 10 years. Getting kind of pricey. But of course, you got to pay all those bureaucrats, and you can thank the Texas Tech Regents for that. But we're talking about the price just to see public records of a state university you pay for. Texas Tech has charged us close to $500,000 just to see public records we've asked for. And all we wanted at the beginning of our investigation was just a report justifying the firing of Coach Mike Leach.
There absolutely should be a penalty, a sanction, some sort of check and balance on a public institution making its own determination as to whether something is too costly or what the cost is or what have you. They will do everything they can do to manipulate the system, to game the system, to play games, to try to flaunt our laws and to try to protect information at Texas Tech that is by law supposed to be disclosed to the public.
We have now two separate lawsuits against Texas Tech. The latest one over the hiding of sexual assault records on campus. Last year, Texas Tech police and Title IX at the university reported 25 sexual assaults, one of the worst years ever for that kind of attack. But the young women on campus haven't been told that publicly.
It's dirty, and among other things, it puts the student population at risk and gives the middle finger to the laws of our state. What are they trying to hide once again?
That's way more serious than the battle over Texas Tech emails that we've been trying to see. Emails that simply mention Coach Leach or me. The first time we asked, Tech's lawyer Ronnie Wall wanted to charge us more than $2,400 for emails about me and the coach during a 15-month period. We complained to the Attorney General, and even though Wall had been caught overcharging us before, the AG simply trusted his promise they had looked and it would take 138 hours to put two names in a computer system. We even offered to limit our request to just the folks in the administrative office. Wall didn't respond. Now Tech's lawyer is telling us that an identical request we filed for emails since that date that talk about us or the coach will cost more than $4,700, and it will take 262 hours to do it, more than a week, and it's just emails for a shorter time, a full month less. That must be inflation, but it can't be because the state hasn't changed the rules. Hey, I've got an idea. I complained to Tech. Do a word search in a computer system I wrote. The games. How does the AG's office still in good faith represent you?
Why don't you get out of here?
Excuse me?
You're going to ride we don't want to ride the elevator with you.
Well, I'm going to ride it with you just because you said that. Okay? If you're going to be a jerk, why can't I ride the elevator? You want to answer the question? You want to explain? We can do this. Are you blocking me from coming in the elevator? This is childish.
You're blocking me from leaving the elevator.
Don't do that. Okay? Don't be an idiot. I'll charge you with assault if you touch me again. So we'll ask you, since you're his buddy. How in good faith does the Attorney General look Texans in the eyes when he's representing a state college that clearly has been caught lying? How do you guys do that? I mean, isn't this supposed to be the public right to know?
Mr. Dolcefino, the Attorney General's office does not comment on pending litigation.
If the AG won't take action against Texas Tech, the Public Information Act, I say, is useless. Judges in our lawsuit have mentioned it too. We are now suing Texas Tech to get the names of fraternity parties where sexual assaults occur.
This isn't an isolated incident where Texas Tech just doesn't want to, provide documents about Coach Leach's termination. This is a system-wide failure of Texas Tech, now even refusing to allow the students to protect themselves on information regarding sexual assaults. That is required to be publicly released.
I think that's right. I hate to say that because, in the time I was there, I dealt with an awful lot of great people, and I dealt with, in the end, 4 or 5 just terrible people, and that we're in a little cabal together. I hate to say that, but I'm afraid that's probably true. And the more that we've discovered along the way, the more apparent that becomes.
Coach Leach wanted Texas Tech Regents to bring a big fat check when they played his current team in the Liberty Bowl, but they didn't. We are now moving to put Texas Tech officials under oath. First up, lawyer Ronnie Wall. In the meantime, we'll let our buddy tell you what we think about the inflation game at Texas Tech.